enough of that. I heard you wanted to get good. So, that is why you clicked on this video, right? Well, I don't care. You're gonna stick with me and watch it. Please don't click off because I said that. So, based off of the following clips already, I have some stuff to tell you. Getting armory first when people want you dead is very important, and in the following clip, I luckily just get in armory after Nico Dork was. However, I use my advantage very poorly. Believe it or not, this is because of how much of a role movement plays in this game. This is even shown by the fact that when I start using my Force Blaster, if he doesn't move, he would have gotten hit. This is even shown when I'm fighting Baki, when I change my trajectory of movement to avoid the axes he starts throwing at me. However, instead of continuing the fact that movement to dodge attacks is important, I'm gonna add another layer of that. When you move, make sure you don't corner yourself to make it so it's easier to hit you, and this is shown when X side goes into a corner. This could also be shown while being in a narrow hallway or hugging the side of a wall where the opponent only has to worry about 0 or 1 direction instead of the regular 2. What if we were to say he had no weapons? Then he'd be stuck in a corner getting bullied by me if he wasn't a monkey and could roll out. And, you know, that's very, very sad to get bullied without being able to do anything about it. And this is, like, in a fighting way, not IRL. Going over what we learned that armory is important, especially since, you know, you can get an extra hit off, and since everything does so much damage, if you hit someone with an axe before they can even grab a weapon, boom, you only have to hit them with an axe 3 more times. Way more better than 4. We also learned that dodging is important, especially since everything does so much damage, like I literally just said. You have to predict enemies' movement to get a free dodge. This is harder to do in melee combat, especially against a wrench with a thick radius, but at least try and do it against an axe or a sniper. Every hit you deal or take matters a lot. We also learned to be very careful of your movement, as, you know, you could get yourself trapped trying to dodge, and that is something you don't want, because instead of dodging, you've made yourself, in fact, easier to hit. It's basically standing still while moving. That sounded very weird, but what I mean is you have very little movement options, so it's basically like standing still. I just want to say that in the end, enemy on board combat is just a complete mind game, based off of if you think they're gonna do this, do that, and it's also of reaction timing and all that stuff, because if you get caught, you can die. You fail once, you can die. The charm of enemy on board is honestly mainly in its combat, and that's what makes it not dead. I hope they make it better. Just keep in mind, I'm gonna generate more tips once I get proper footage. And if you want to know right now what they are, I'll just tell you. I'm not sure if you'll figure it out, but using the push that you get from using the knife, shiv, or vaccine is very helpful because of countering knockback and slows. Oh my god, I just told you why. And punches, since they're so versatile, and knockback items like the wrench are very useful because they're like getting a mini dodge, except instead of moving your character, you're moving their character. And that's it. And since I'm basically giving the same layout, what I just told you is that knockback items can be very much useful for saving your health, aka dodging. And you know, the push that you get from using Shiv, Knife, and Vaccine can be used to counteract slows and knockback like the Wrench and Punch.